Hey y'all, today I want to talk about what I think about the country life. I know this lifestyle isn't for everyone. These are just my thoughts coming from a 14-year-old, almost 15-year-old girl, and yeah, I just wanted to share them with y'all. And I am really grateful that I have this lifestyle. I love it, y'all, even though it's not always easy. It's just a huge blessing, and I just wanted to share my thoughts with y'all. So I'm just going to be giving y'all kind of like pros and cons. It's not going to be all like in order. I'm just kind of going all over the place. So the first really good thing about the country, I would say, is you're away from the busyness and bad influences. Like when you're in the city, you get all those, neighbor kids, and then you get the school hour. Like I remember having to stay inside from like in school hour because you're technically in school, and then even when you went outside you had to go outside with mom and dad because there's a lot of people and you don't know. Just like, I guess I'm saying is you have the freedom out in the country just to go outside. Like you can just go outside. There's barely any houses in sight. You can just go outside and just go do whatever. Like even raising animals, y'all, like you can't really do that in the city, like raising like any animals. Like for me, like I really like raising the cows, like the Highlander cows, having them have babies, and the Jersey cows, like the babies. Like you can't really do that in the city life. And also, y'all, maybe possibly breeding horses. Like as most of y'all know, I have Journey, and her breed is really rare, so maybe breeding her in the near future and getting a little baby from her, that'd be super cool. And also raising food, that's huge, because like raising beef, you get eggs, growing a garden, growing food out of a garden, planting fruit trees, getting fruit. We planted, I think, a little over like 100 fruit trees. And it's like you just can't do that stuff like in the city. That's why it's just so cool about just something about the country life. It's just so cool. The freedom is just super neat. And the nature, y'all, out in the country, it's just so beautiful. Just like the open fields and just like even the stars out in the country, it's way different than in the city. Like it's the open stars, and the sunsets and the sunrises are super pretty, y'all. It's just, there's just something about it. It's just, I keep saying it's so cool, but it's so pretty. The life learning, you learn so much just from a daily basis, like from delivering babies, like from a cow, from the pigs, or a dog having puppies, or maybe like I said, a horse. Like it's so cool. I said cool again. It's just so, it's just so cool, like everything that you learn. And like if something breaks, putting up a fence, just like learning like, oh, if I do this, this is gonna happen. Even like training a horse, like that's huge. Like just learning about all that and doing that. I mean, I love to do that. Like I just really love doing that. And then also milking the cow. Like it's just so neat. Cool. And y'all, it's not all just happy all the time. I know it seems like most of the, and it is most of the time, it's really enjoyable. Everything's really enjoyable. And I really like to be outside. Like that's just, I love to be outside. Like there's no way I could, I mean, I know everyone's different, but this is just my personality. There's no way I could just sit inside all day and just sit inside all day. I couldn't just sit inside and read a book all day. I know some of y'all are like, oh, I just love reading books. Like me, not so much. I'd rather just go outside and just go outside. Or like doing schoolwork. I have to do schoolwork, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. I'm sure a lot of you younger kids out there know what I mean. And like I couldn't just sit inside all day and just like sew all day long. I know how to sew. I can sew, but I can't do it all day long. I need to go outside. But yeah, as I was saying, I kind of got distracted. It's not always easy. Like things happen. Animals get sick. Animals die. It's not always the easiest thing to watch. In the weather, y'all, if it's freezing cold outside, you still have to go outside and take care of the animals. If it's super hot outside in the summertime when it's like 110 degrees, you still have to go outside and care for the animals, train the horse, milk the cow, fill up waters. You still have to do all that stuff even no matter what weather it is. And usually, it's all depending where you are, but usually stores are further away and just part of it. Because it's like you're out in the country, you're away from the city life, so it's like almost double, maybe sometimes triple, or sometimes even 4 times the amount you have to drive just to go to Walmart or something. Like it's a lot further, other than like 10 or 15 minutes down the road, or 5 minutes down the road. If you're a neighbor to Walmart, then you're like 5 minutes down the road. You could just walk to Walmart. Like it takes a longer time to get to the stores, and it's more of like a day thing. That's why we kind of try to like only go like a couple times a week. Sometimes you go a little bit more, like if you forget something at the store that's why you were going to the store to get something and you totally forget that's something that you really needed. You have to go back to the store. But yeah, what am I trying to say here? And another thing, y'all, it's harder to travel. It's definitely harder to travel. A lot harder to travel. You can't just like, oh, we're going to Hawaii, y'all. Let's go. You can't just go like, you can't just do that. You have to, what about all your animals? What about, yeah, all your animals. Oh, sometimes people homestead and you don't have animals, but I mean, like for me, like that's one of the main reasons I love to be out in the country, is that you can raise animals and breed animals. Like I was just saying, like the horses and stuff, like, yeah, what about your animals? You can't just pick up and leave. You can't just go. You have to get a pet sitter, someone to take care of all of your animals, and you have to worry about all their feed, all their waters, and all that. You can't, it's not like you're in the city and you have this house and this little foo-foo cat and it just prances around the house all day and eats 1 meal a day and has 1 bowl of water. It's not really like that. It's a little more complicated than that. I want to share with y'all some of my favorite things on the homestead. The animals. That's my favorite thing. The animals. Yeah, I'll grow a garden, like that's super cool, or like fruit trees, but it's not like my thing. My thing are the animals, and just like I said, raising it and like breeding the animals. Like I really enjoy doing that. And my favorite animals, I think, on the homestead are the horses. Like training them and being with them and riding them. It's not always easy, y'all, but most of the time it's really awesome. And also milking the cow. That's super cool. I love the feeling of just milking the cow. I really miss milking Daisy right now. She's pregnant, she's due in May, so in a few months here. So we're coming up on it, so I cannot wait to start milking again. I love milking the cow, even though it's gonna be in summertime, but it won't matter because I just love milking the cow. And some of my least favorite things, I don't really have. I really just love, you know, the country life. I don't really have a least favorite thing. Maybe the horse flies. The flies are the most annoying thing ever, especially in summer. Like when you're trying to milk the cow and there's 2 million flies buzzing around, getting inside of your milk, annoying the cow, even when you're trying to train a horse. And you have all these flies. I know there's fly spray and stuff, but sometimes it doesn't 100% work all the time. You farmers out there know what I mean. Fly spray doesn't work all the time, and the flies are really annoying. You have to use tons of fly spray. We go through so much fly spray in the summer. It is crazy. Quite a few gallons of fly spray on all the animals, because you can't, when the animals are annoyed with the flies, you can't like train them to do something. Like with Journey, like coming up this summer, like we've had her for like a little over a month now. It's been a few weeks. Like in the summertime, like how are you supposed to train when they have all these flies and they're focused on the flies and how they're annoying the, yeah, y'all know what I mean. I'll stop talking. And yeah, I just like this lifestyle. I know some of y'all are not so into it or whatever, and that's good for you. If you don't like it, that's good. I mean, that's you. But for me, I love it. I love working outside. I love to be outside. I think I already went out into this. Yeah, and I want to say the question, like, would I do this again? I know some of y'all, I think, were wondering that a while ago. And I'm sorry I didn't answer you sooner, but yes, I would do this again. I definitely would do this again. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. Whether it's cows or horses or just a little bit of, not everything, but you know, just a little bit of a few things, like, I would definitely do it again. You know, if that's what the Lord wants me to do in my future, then yeah, I'll definitely do it again. I absolutely love it. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. I just wanted to share that with y'all, since right now, actually, y'all, it is freezing outside. It's like 30 degrees outside and it's windy and it just got done raining, and I still had to go out this morning, y'all, and feed Jeremy, and my hands were like so cold, and I just went down there to feed her. It's like so cold. Like, some of me, like, I kind of want it to warm up, but then I also know what it's like when it's like 110 degrees outside. I'm still trying to think if I like summer or winter better, because in summer, you know, when you sweat, but at least in winter you can at least bundle up. But things are kind of more harder in winter because you get like that cold breeze. I mean, at least in the summer you can go out in the morning, early morning, 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and get things done, and it'll actually be nice outside. Even evening time, it stays light outside till like 9:30 at night. I remember that being so cool. Me and my brother Mark would go horse riding from like 7 to like 9:30. Like, that's so cool. You can ride like it's like nighttime, you know, but it's like this getting dark and the sun's going down. It's pretty. But anyways, y'all, I can probably sit here and ramble on for another 20 more minutes, but I think it's been like 12 minutes already. So I'm just gonna end the vlog, and if y'all have any more questions, just let me know in the comments down below. It's gonna be freezing these next few days, so I'll be more than happy to answer some of y'all's questions, or actually make another video on some of your questions. If there's like, I don't know, 10 questions or something, I can make a video on it and answer those questions for y'all. So yeah, feel free to leave those questions down below, and thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Woo. I'm sure most of y'all, okay. What was I saying? There's some things, no. I mean, overall, no. Okay. My chores outside, no. No. Talk about what I think. Okay, every time. No. And this is how I get a thumbnail. Just kidding, I won't use that. Mom wouldn't like that thumbnail either.